Hi, I'm Sam Guthers, a PhD student at Ohio University, advised by Dr. Patrick O'Connor, and I'm here today to talk to you about pneumaticity in Accipitrimorphae. So, what is pneumaticity? It is a phenomenon in which soft tissue extensions from the respiratory system invade bones and replace internal bone tissues with air, illustrated by this duct with latex filling the respiratory system. Pneumaticity creates the hollow bones that we associate with birds, such as the pelican backbone pictured above. Previous research has shown that there is extensive variation in how birds exhibit pneumaticity. Some, such as penguins, don't have any pneumaticity at all. Others, such as pelicans, have almost every bone in their body pneumatic. Furthermore, the amount of the skeleton that is pneumatic does not appear to be random. Scientists have found that the proportion of the skeleton that is pneumatic is related to body mass, with heavier birds generally being more pneumatic than lighter ones. How birds move about their environment can also affect pneumaticity. For example, birds that spend a lot of time underwater, such as loons, don't have any pneumatic bones, whereas birds that soar, such as vultures, are highly pneumatic. Why do we study pneumaticity? Pneumaticity is a key piece of anatomy for three highly successful groups of animals: birds, dinosaurs, and pterosaurs. Two of those groups are among the only vertebrates to evolve powered flight. By collecting data on pneumaticity expression in modern birds, we improve our understanding of how pneumaticity facilitated the great diversity of these groups and inform our perspective on bone's ability to alter its structure to perform new functions. For this study, I inspected 221 skeletons representing 91 different species of Accipitrimorphae, a group of birds of prey including hawks, eagles, and vultures. I looked for marks on each bone to determine if it was pneumatic, specifically looking for holes through which large air-filled chambers are visible. The skeletons I examined came from the American Museum of Natural History and my home institution of Ohio University. This bird skeleton represents the patterns of pneumaticity I observed in this group. Highlighted in dark gray, we see many parts of the skeleton were pneumatic in all species, including most of the backbone except the tail, the hips, the ribs, the upper arm bone, and some of the bones that make up the chest and shoulders. I also observed that some regions of the skeleton were variable among species, shown in light gray, such as the tail, the forearm, and the hand. Perhaps most interesting was that only vultures, highlighted with red boxes in the evolutionary tree on the left, displayed pneumaticity in the lower part of the arm, perhaps related to the long distance soaring that they need to search for food. In follow-up research to this study, we are using CT data to investigate how pneumaticity changes the size and function of individual bones in the forearm of this same group, the Accipitrimorphae. In another, we are comparing patterns of expression of pneumaticity in different groups, the goal of understanding how pneumaticity shaped the evolution of modern birds. Thank you to all the people and funding sources that made this research possible, and thank you for listening.